Hi, it's Kenya. So, yesterday, well, last evening, when we were in Deliverance, right? Let me go back. So, I have had times where I could not see Jesus when we were, go through a deliverance or activation. Now I had went and got some inner healing and from Veronica, and I was able to see Jesus. But then there still were some times where I was not able to see him clearly or something. But anyway, last evening when we did walk through the deliverance, the inner healing, I saw Jesus very clearly. Now I did not see his face, but I saw his robes, and I saw his hands building a box. He was putting together a box, like a wooden box. And it was a big size because he was not small. He was huge, It was like this huge figure. And I knew it was Jesus. And he was putting together a box. Like, again, I didn't see the face. I only saw his robes and his hands building this box. And as she was calling out different things, I could see him reaching into me, pulling them out and putting them in the box, pulling them out, putting them into the box. What he was pulling out wasn't words. It was like shadows. It was like vapor. It was a spirit. He was pulling it out. I could see it very clearly. I was like, wow. Wow. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, I can actually see him reaching in and pulling these things out. And he was putting them into the box. And at the end, she said, what does he do with it? She said, write it down. I didn't have time to write it down. But what he did was he closed the box and he tucked the box underneath his arm and he began to walk off with it. And I could see him walking into a field, and beyond the field were the clouds, and he was gone. And that was, it. And then we come out of it. And so, of course I had yawned a few times or whatever. And that was that. That was the end of, the vision. So this morning, a lot of times I don't dream, but if I do, it's significant. But this morning, I wasn't dreaming or anything. When I was as I was waking up, I could just hear in my spirit. I could hear the Lord said, "For I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of love, of power, and a sound mind." Now, thank you, Lord. What I should say is, as she was praying for deliverance before she got to ask Jesus to come and build a room, because that's what she said, ask him to make a room for a Jesus safe room, right? So before then, I had a vision of my ex-boyfriend who was physically and mentally and emotionally abusive. I had a vision of him. I haven't thought about him much in a very, very long time. I certainly have not thought about what that traumatic experience was like. I've been, in my mind, healed and delivered from that a long time ago. I don't even think about him. But I noticed several weeks back on my Facebook, it suggested him as a friend. I was like, why would Facebook suggest this man of all people to be a friend? And I know I still have some of his relatives, in my Facebook, but they're not like active. They're not people that I see often in my Facebook feed or whatever. So it was very strange to me. And I knew then, I said, some sort of familiar spirit or something. What is that called? Soul tie or something. And I had prayed for myself, inner healing. I said, Lord, if that's a soul tie, heal it. Well, anyway, that's what I saw. And I saw him, and I saw like this heavy cloud that was like in my mind. Remember during the lesson part, she was talking about confusion and brain fog and things like that. And so I could see this cloud in my mind. And then Jesus was reaching in and pulling these things out, and I was seeing it leave from inside of my head. This cloud, I'm assuming, because I'm saying he was pulling like a vapor, a mist or something in pieces, like out of me. I ain't gonna say out of my head, but out of me. I could see him reaching into me, pulling these things out, putting them into the box. So it was really crazy. It was really a wild experience. But then I woke up this morning, and that's what he was saying to me. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I have been under that bondage of fear, that deep fear. And I didn't even realize it, but I knew that there was something in that was holding me back, keeping me from doing things. Like even the other day when I was making my YouTube video, I in the middle of it, I said something called, oh, the making of the videos caused me fear. That's the reason why I put this in a video, so I can help press my way out of the anxiety or the stress of getting on video, talking on the camera. I saw